Greetings, my fellow heathens of modern consumerism. I have another product for you here today. It is the foldable drone with camera. That's what it's called. It doesn't have a company name, but it is model S101. See? Model S101. Foldable drone with camera. That's what it is. From company, whichever company. HD camera, 6-axis gyro, altitude hold, optional. Voice control. Ooh, that'll be interesting. 360 flip. It does a trick. FPV transmission. That's good in case I want to like do VR stuff, right? Fold it up. Cool, cool. So the arms fold in. Pretty nice. And visual positioning. That'll be interesting. All right. So I guess I'm going to open the box. There's nothing else on here. There's some normal stuff on the bottom there. All the usual things to do with a drone. Don't want to crash it into any helicopters or planes now, do we, folks? Probably not a good idea. Ooh, it comes with its own little carrying case. How kind of them to include a carrying case for my drone. I do like that. So it's like a nice, you know, it's probably a plasticky fabric material. I don't know if you can see that up close. It doesn't feel too premium, but it doesn't feel bad either. It doesn't feel too cheap. But let's open that up and see what's inside. A whole bunch of stuff. Oh boy. This is what it looks like when you first open it. Well, I mean, from the best angle, it would be that. So that is a small drone. Look at that. It's nice though. Looks pretty solid. Let's see. We're gonna save that sucker for last, just to keep it juicy. What's first? We have some extra propellers. That's great. Or, no, these aren't extra propellers. These look to be propeller guards. So they would go on the outside and protect the propellers against hitting something. Either that or their landing gear. My third guess might be the correct one. I guess I'll find out. This is fun doing it backwards. Well, it's not backwards. You always want to build up so you know what we're working with. We have our paperwork, foldable drone with camera. That's what it is. Model S101. That is what it is. And here's some instruction manuals. Okay, paperwork. Usually a good idea to read them. I try not to because I want to improve myself and pretend I'm smart. And we have a USB stick, a small, let's see, let's show you. USB, it's not a USB stick. It looks to be a charger. It connects to a micro USB on the other side. Not USB-C, not great. Disappointment. Not really, it's fine. I just like newer tech. We have 3 AAA batteries, it seems. I don't know if it's a good idea to, I guess they're plastic wrapped to keep them in a package with other metal things, but it seems fine. Then we have our controller, which comes with some instructions. Short, medium press, and then we have the different buttons here, and we have the sticks here. Now this controller, I've felt controllers before, like, you know, I've played at Xbox, I've played with handhelds, and this feels like a cheap controller. It's light and plasticky, and it rattles. And, I mean, the sticks feel okay. They're pretty sturdy, actually, but the buttons feel, you know, not great. Pretty clicky, though. And if it works, it works. So that's where your phone would go. That's what the front looks like. It's a loud click. It's not bad. And I'm not saying it's like a bad remote. It feels okay in the hands. It just feels plasticky and light and cheap. But that's fine. It does what it's supposed to do. All right. And that does seem to extend so it can fit devices up to that big. That would hold my phone. That would probably hold, you know, whatever that is. Anyway, let's get to our main event. Ooh, we have some other things. Looks like battery packs. There we go. Or something. They stick in somewhere. Always fun. And they just slot into this foam here. So I can show you what that looks like. Each of the products has come from its own pocket, right? So the controller is there. The drone is here. And these fit into slots that are right here. And here. Come here, you. And the rest of the stuff fits in this side netted pocket here. Last but not least, we have our drone, which says Overflew. Is that the name? This one says drone. Just drone. This one says Overflew. It has an on button. Now this feels quite light as well. I mean, in general, drones should be pretty light, The plastic doesn't feel overly durable, but it is pretty solid for what it is. It just has the feel of like a little kid's car, you know? Look at them flippers go. Whee! Okay, so the arms flip out well enough. So they have the grooves there. They flip all the way out and lock into place. These will flip backwards. This is what the drone looks like at its full size. Now, I'm not the tallest guy. I don't got the biggest hands, but that's in general the size of it. And I can fold up one leg so you can... Anyway, it does have a camera in the front, which is one of the more interesting things I want to focus on. Because if this drone flies well, and it feels pretty solid, if it bumps into a few things, I'm sure it'll be fine. If that can take okay video, it says full HD cam and Wi-Fi on the front there. So we'll see what this camera can take. It also has a light in the back, which is good. You want to let people know that you're there. And it has the slot for the batteries. So this, which feels like, wait, which one is heavier? It's the drone, but, oh man, can't really tell. The denser part and the heaviest part is usually the battery. And that slots in somehow. Let's find out. Like this? No. Like this? Yes. I did it right the first way. It's like a USB. So, all right, we're gonna have to charge that first though. But that makes it feel a little bit heavier. But that's certainly a fairly lightweight drone. Let's take that back out. I'm gonna have to charge them and put the AAA batteries into the controller. I prefer rechargeable controllers. I don't know why they couldn't have had a rechargeable controller if they also have rechargeable batteries, which uses micro USB. Whatever, that's fine. We'll test it out. We'll see if we can fly it indoors. I don't know if I can. It is quite cold out, but I do want to see what the video looks like as well. And I might show you. I don't know. I was never good at editing. All right, I'll be right back. All right, first things first. So this is the wire to charge the batteries, right? And this is a very thin wire, so this is not going to survive super long. And the port for the battery is on the bottom here, instead of like on the side, but not a big deal, but just feels a bit, I don't know, strange. I guess I could just plug this into a wall and let it dangle. That should be fine. I won't swing it around. All right, I'm gonna charge it up. All right, so everything is charged. I put the batteries into the controller, and we have our battery here that I just unplugged. The charger glows green when it's done charging, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna shove this guy in. All right, that's in there. Okay, let's see. I also thought it would be a good idea to read the instructions, because this probably has to do with pressing buttons a certain way and downloading an app, stuff like that. So I was right. The second time. They are protective plastic pieces. So I should also probably install those so that if I were to fly this indoors, perhaps I wouldn't break the propellers so easily. And then I'll also read the instructions, get an idea for how this baby works, and we'll see if we can go from there. It seems to be like there's a lot of instructions for preparation, how to fly it, doing stunts, taking pictures, emergency stops. So there's a lot of options here for how to fly it. So I'm gonna put those protective pieces on and I'll be right back. I'll install the last piece, the last magical piece, because there's this particular way to do it. There's these flimsy but still effective guards here, and on the bottom of the propeller, on the foot area, there's these little clasps. So it's kind of like you have to fit these behind them so that the front clasps catch it, and then you click that into place. And then if you wanted to fold it, you might have to like take those off again. So they're a little bit troublesome to get on, but not too bad. And there we have our little floppy boy with guards on. All right, let's try what's next. All right, I'm back. It took me a little while. I read all the instructions. Interesting stuff in there. Here's the drone. here's the on button. I'm going to place it on the ground and press it. Okay, so I can now turn on the remote, and I used it to calibrate, so it's already connected. And what I can already do, and I am going to fly this inside, so don't try this at home, kids. I'm going to see if I can get a good view here. So, I already tested this. I can press this button here to lift it off from the ground automatically, but I can also try flying it. Let's see. Whew, that was close. I still need to practice. So I lowered it to the ground, and the feet can just hit the ground softly, and it automatically will stop spinning once I've been holding it down for a long enough time. These other buttons each do something, like this takes a picture, or long pressing it takes a video. This emergency stops the drone. This, I'm not exactly sure what it does. It says it enters headless mode, like it beeps. And then this is automatically taking off or setting down. So actually, if I were to move this here and just directly bring it up, I can also press that button again, and it'll hit the thing on the way down, but it'll bring it down automatically, and I can just steer it on the way down. Oh no, my cat's calling from outside. I have to get him. He got out. Shouldn't have gotten out. Naughty cat. It's actually super cold outside. He was a little chilly. All right. Let's see what I think. Cat, you want to see the drone? Come here. Come here, buddy. What do you think? It's got the blue and red lights. What do you think? Yeah? You'd probably be scared of it if I just turn it on right now, right? All right. Careful. Yeah, there he goes. Sorry, buddy. Whoop. Disorienting. I have to have it towards the drone to orient myself. Anyway, final thoughts. I like it. It flies well. It has a lot of features. It feels a little cheap, but that just means that it bumps against the walls better and it doesn't hurt itself. Bless you. And the remote controller, it's a little bit difficult to get used to how to fly the drone, but it seems quite nice. I haven't used even downloading the app feature, which is another thing where I can take those pictures and actually move them somewhere, like taking video. I don't suspect it's it's blinking. Abe Blinken. I don't suspect it's a wonderful camera, but it would be nice, and you can kind of rotate it in place so that you can have different orientations, because there's no motor in there, as far as I'm aware. Oh, it's connected again. I guess that means it wasn't connected. Let's try one more time and see if we can't control it. Okay, that makes it go up. That makes it rotate. That makes it go forward. Whoa! Up, 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 forward, back, forward. Up, no, wait, other way. And, don't try this at home, kids. I'll see y'all next time.